Hello everyone, it's Metal Monster here, and we are back in Skyrim. Before we get started with the video, could you like and subscribe, and, just do that stuff. Right, so we are at Kilcreath Temple, and we're already taking in Lucian and amongst the Hist. Ramaran and Uthgrid are kind of injured, and I don't like the idea of taking them in. So we're going to do this as a three-er, and try and survive. Desecrated corpses are empty this time. I don't need an Imperial Horseman helmet. So hopefully this goes well. If not, well, it was nice knowing you. Let's have a look in here then. I think I leveled up my lockpicking, so its expertise is now a little bit higher. I do like that feature, not gonna lie, where it remembers where you were last placed. Ancient Node. Let's have a look at the chest. It makes sense that that would be full of ancient node stuff. Let's pop on my Right, here's one of these light things. I didn't know they used the same thing as the beacon. Huh. Honestly didn't notice that before. Oh. Ah, yeah.
Take this!
Okay, keep it tight, team. Ooh. Okay, nice. Oh, okay. Oh.
Ow!
Okay. We're doing well, gang. It's a bit more nervy, actually, just us three. Oh, ow. Okay. Oh my word, there's quite a few here.
A little help over here.
These are undead, right? Okay, you okay, Lucy? You're only a level 10.
Everything all right?
Yes, let's train you up right here, right now.
Excellent. What shall we work on this time? This sounds painful, but go on. Oof. Oof. Is this really necessary?
Does that mean you get leveled up to a different level now? No, okay. You're still level 10. I think that was everyone in here. Who left this ladder here? Ah. Clearly I don't know how to, I could hear bones grinding on each other. Ah. Hopefully they'll survive behind me whilst I do this.
Ow!
What's going on, gang? So I need to go to a enchanter, dude. Wait, what's going on over here? Oh. I need to go to an enchanter, dude, in order to get the glass sword rechanted. Oh, we're back outside.
Truly, the divines have shaped this land so vast.
Who the hell is this dude? That's an interesting.
Do your work.
What's this? Okay. Huh?
Excuse me.
It's a bit cold, isn't it? We can get this. Oh, okay. We'll figure it out eventually. 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 Okay, so it's further down. Or further up. It's right on the cusp. It's been a bit of a bother. Okay, not there either. A little bit more down then. Not there either. 200 years later. Come on. Almost there, aren't we? No, we're getting further from the point now. That is really silly. Come on. Literally right there. That is really silly. Come on. Yeah, I know I'm basically there. I'm spending too long on this. People will click off. I'll get it, I swear. Ah, I saw it. You know what? I've also busted my controls. Alright, I'll just do it. I refused to surrender and I just got a ring of destruction. I am... I am absolutely livid, guys. Lucian, amongst the hist. Among hist. Wait, is it amongst? Is it amongst the hist or among the hist? Should it be amongst the hist? I don't know. Alright, let's keep it together, rookies. Oh no.
Ow!
Okay, Lucian.
Ah! Fight it.
The Silver Sword really does a number on him. Sensing a trap somewhere. Okay, maybe down a bit. What's Lucian doing?
This is the end for you, I'm afraid.
We're almost there now. Oh, hello. You can climb up that. Oh, this is clever now. Oh. Oh, wow. We're doing really well. I knew the Silver Sword would come in handy. Ow, 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 ow. Oh my word, I'm covered. Oh, I've been taking a few hits. Alright, I don't want to teleport everyone, because that'll mean everyone comes here. I suppose it's good that Lucian's so close then. Wonder where amongst the histers. Don't think he'll be taking on anyone. There we go. I feel like we should do a little prayer to Talos, just so we survive. I'm definitely gonna need a wash after this. Alright, let's do another save here.
Danger lies in his face before
Oh my word, there's so many.
us. Is to be ready to fight or flee.
Careful. Amongst the hiss, you're kind of in the way there. Where's Lucian? Ow.
A miserable life.
Crap. Oh, crap. This is a losing battle here. Oh! Where is Lucian? Where is everyone? Ah! Okay, come on. Need to click on this dude. Oh, are you gonna save here for me, or are you crashing? Need a... Crap. Have I got any resists magic there at all? There it is. And then a good healing potion and a good stamina restore would be nice.
It is done. The Defiler is defeated. Take Dawnbreaker from its pedestal.
Crazy, crazy beast. Alright, we have a lot of injured people. Where's Lucian?
Yours is to pass, and ours is to delight.
Oh, you come through the door! Oh my...
Greetings.
If I didn't need you for carrying
Whatever you
things,
say,
I
boss.
would literally cut you in half right now. Apparently I got 52 bolts, I don't know when I picked them up. Just take all this stuff.
Let's get moving.
Now you're injured now. Great. Is this still... Ow. Oh dear. Look at all these corpses. Any treasure chests? I guess we've got a few things off that ledge that we can sell. Alright, okay. Let's take Dawnbreaker. Get the hell out of here. Apparently.
Malkaran is vanquished. Skyrim's dead shall remain at rest. This is as it should be. This is because of you. A new day is dawning, and you shall be its herald.
Of Andraste?
Take the mighty Dawnbreaker, and with it purge corruption from the dark corners of the world. Wield it in my name, that my influence may grow.
Sure, I'll wield this mighty blade in your
May
name.
the light of certitude guide your efforts.
Oh. Let's just teleport everyone towards me before they hit the ground. Yes.
Ah, there you. Lead the way.
My invisible magic sword is yours. I'm right behind you.
Alright, come on, fellas. Let's, Oh god, you guys are all beat up. Oh, look at me, I'm covered in blood too. That was a tough one. I thought we were surely doomed. But we managed to survive somehow. Even with an enchanted sword. So I think the best thing for me to do now is to get some rest. Find, probably head to Dragon's Bridge. Deliver the book. I suppose we could deliver the book and investigate whatever this is over here. Investigate the... Oh, that legend, yeah. I didn't know that was so close to there. That's where we got that dog from. The bone dog. Which is kind of gross. What's there? Find out what the vampires are seeking. Oh, that's the Dimhala Crypt. That's Dawn God. Yeah. So was that Malkaran a covered in blood? Yeah. I think definitely gonna head to Dragon's Bridge. And, get some rest. I'll probably resume, recording once everyone's sort of healed up and stuff, and I'm, a bit more clean, I think. Look at this. This is, that was not brutal, but it was easy / hard. It got hard at the end there because of the wizard kept on spawning out. And I would have thought fire would have been very useful against them, but I ran out of fire, so we do need to learn. Can we learn a point of it? We haven't got any perks. We probably need to learn a point of enchanting at some point. Hello, sugar.
Something different about you. I can tell. Hope you ain't here to cause trouble.
Go to.
Fate
no,
is the name.
I'm
I
here to
keep
take
the
away
inn.
it.
Let me know if you want anything. The meals I serve ain't what I'd call a Jarl's feast, but they'll fill your belly.
Cool. I'll have to rent a room.
Of course.
I'll probably stay for 3 days. Thanks, I'm at my room.
Yes.
Show me where it is.
Of course. I'll show you to your room.
Right,
Right
there's
this
something
way.
here. Suicide on the Dragons. Oh god. Okay. If I was monetized, I'd be demonetized now.
You know what your problem is, Gilsey.
Let me know if there's
Why,
anything
yes,
else you
he's
need.
standing right in front of me.
Thanks. I'm gonna give myself a nice clean wash now.
If your problem is uncontrollable desire, then yes, I am.
Right,
Oh dear.
because I've always wanted a man who combs his eyebrows.
How can you comb your eyebrow? Oh, because they're long. That she probably doesn't. Oh, that bear looks angry on the wall there. Okay. Okay, that's most of the filth. I say most. I'll probably need to switch clothing and stuff. Right, I'm gonna rest for 3 days and then we will be back. And we're back. We rested a while in the inn, really. You're a vampire, clearly. And it's gone rather well. We just swapped some manly stories, made some waffles, and it was quite nice. Everyone should be right as rain now. Believe we need to take a book to somewhere in Solitude. So we'll have a run up to Solitude. We'll investigate that place. We can also kill or capture a bandit over there. And then we can check out another crypt, I think. I do think I'm going to say au revoir to Ramaran soon. Just to, you know, make the team a little bit lighter. Not so many people around.
Yes?
Yes. We do have a lot of things we're carrying, so we might have to make a trip home. I probably need to visit the... Oh, we could visit this person, what is it called? Court Mage, to refill the old golden sword. I keep saying, I want a golden sword. I clearly want a golden sword for some reason. And I don't know why. Because I don't have any other golden things. Maybe I just want a dwarven sword, but it's not very powerful.
The bridge here is a
So yeah, we can get the court mage to enchant our glass sword. And maybe we can just chat and mooch around, not moose around. I mean, we could definitely go to that crypt or next to Solitude, because crypts are usually filled with Draugr, so we could just use our silver sword, so... Oh, there's a sheepo. Sheep over there. I thought that guard was heading towards me. There we go. There we go. So we're here. Rescue ritual sword. Where's this person I need to deliver this thing? Ah, I think it's in the Bard's College, isn't it? Oh, that leads outside.
Need something?
God, he does sound like he has a salty throat.
Spiced wine to warm the
The
blood.
finest fish here, caught daily.
Yeah, it's in Bard's College. Probably needs to go and drop some ingredients off. Yeah, it's you.
Good to see you again, friend.
Hi, I've got a delivery for you. Here.
Ah, yes. Adonato's new work. Shorter than I expected, but words must be judged on merit, not length. I'll look over this later. Why don't you take this for your trouble?
Thanks. What did they find?
Riorn's drum. Nobody knows where he died, and therefore where his drum might be. Haldir was the missing link. Riorn entered Haldir's cairn in secret and presumably died there. Now all I need to do is find someone to get it. Wait, you. You could do it. I need you to get me that drum.
Okay, yeah.
You're joking, right? Riorn, only the most famous battle drummer of the Second Age? Well, famous among bards, at least. That drum has been in half a dozen famous battles. It's a priceless artifact.
Ah.
Riorn was always looking for new stories to tell. It seems he was writing a lay about Haldir when he vanished. That was the missing clue.
Okay, got it.
Travel safe.
Anyone else need my assistance?
Formal training may have worked for me, but it's not for everyone. Some of the best bards never set foot in the college.
Cool.
You know what I love about the Bard's College? It's not the stories or the festivals or even the women.
Oh, whoops.
The best thing about the college is the friendships.
What's Roll Perman doing in my game?
I agree. Lovers are like bottles of wine. They come and go. Friends are like a good blade, always by your side. Although, sometimes you have to be careful not to nick yourself with it. But that's normal when you get a bunch of competitive people together.
Yeah. Right, I'll talk to you another time. I'm after people to help.
What should we do next? I think I'll let Falk Firebeard or General Tullius decide. And that was my impersonation of Jarl Elisif.
Oh, jeez, give her a break. Dude just murdered her. You told me to get that drum, so let's get that on the thing. Where is everyone? Are all the bards out playing or something? I heard someone yawn. Who are you?
It makes me sad whenever I think about it.
What's the matter?
Oh, sorry. My mind wanders sometimes. I was just thinking about Finn's loot. Over a year ago, thieves broke into the college and made off with a lot of valuable things, mostly gold and silver. But they also stole Finn's loot. We just learned where the bandits fled to, and I very much want that loot back.
What's the point about Finn's loot?
Finn was the bard who invented the 8-course loot that is commonplace today. Until he found a way to string the extra courses, bards only had 6-course loots. The loot they stole is Finn's original 8-course loot. I doubt they even realize its true value.
£1 bajillion. Let's go.
Always good to see a fellow bard.
A lot of nice potions in here. I'm pretty sure there's one more person that can have my help here. It's a lady that needs my help. I can't seem to...
Dean Inga says a bard can never have enough practice. So, would you like a tune?
No. You play well.
Thank you. I'm still at the beginning of my lessons, but Inga, Dean Sixfingers, says I'm quite good with the flute.
Okay.
Always good to see a fellow bard.
I have a feeling she might be in the... She might be in the... I think you're playing. Who's playing?
Papa says I won't see Rob here anymore, but he wouldn't tell me why not.
Pretty sure she's... Oh, this place is filled with music. Makes sense, doesn't it? She usually wears like... Who's this? Ursula Galamai. I only saw Salty through for like a split second, so... Found out more about the bandit attack that led to the... What? What was that? Did something just fail? Do you know? Did something happen?
Welcome to the Winking Skeever, friend. Remember the Winking Skeever next time you're footsore.
Was there a bandit
I
attack?
have no business with you. Leave me.
Ah, yet another new face. I'm from Hammerfell, you see. I can hardly keep track of all the people I've been meeting.
Divines bless you. May the ground you walk quake as you pass.
Wait, you? I think I'm after you, aren't I?
Good to see you.
Whose neck is that?
Lorena. That fool student of mine stole my flute and sold it to some necromancer. I just got a ransom note for it. That flute has been handed down for 17 generations.
Wow.
Well, don't just stand there. Go get my flute!
Right, so that's... Oh, why would the necromancer want your flute?
Apparently, Lorena told him some story about the flute being able to make the dead dance. It's just a flute. A really old and valuable flute, but just a flute.
It's just a flute.
Be careful out there.
Clues about bandits. I don't see anything about bandits. Greetings.
What is it, stranger? If you're looking for work, I'm not the person to ask.
Do you know anything about bandits? Could I join you?
Now there's a strange request. I suppose there's no harm in it. Go on then. Grab a drink and sit down.
Nice. So what's poppin'? Yeah, I've got a honey brew. I'm just gonna take it.
I'll warn you now, friend. I'm not exactly known for conversation. The swill in here isn't worth drinking much of either.
So, what are you known for?
Many things. When you've lived as long as I have, some of them might even be worth remembering.
That's hardly an answer.
No, I suppose not. What you have to understand, however, is that I'm not about to relive the past, simply because we share a flagon.
Fair enough. I guess I'll have to just fill the silence.
Very well. I'll talk with you. What do you want to know?
What brings you to solitude?
Nothing. But I suppose that's the problem. My name is Yagir, but back when I was younger, they called me Stormhand. A silly name, but the life of a warrior tends to leave its mark in any number of ways.
Did you fight in the war?
Yes, but those days seem like they were a lifetime ago.
A lifetime? Must have been a whole eras in your case.
I am indeed old, but only the mer can claim to live for such long stretches of time. It's not magic that's kept me alive, but luck, and more than a bit of favor from the gods.
You must have some stories to tell.
I do, but most of them have faded into memory after all these years. For the longest time, I thought I was Talos Reborn, or the Great Dovahkiin. The foolishness of youth, and an unwillingness to let cooler heads prevail when my blade was in hand. All across Skyrim, even down past the Geralt Mountains, I traveled from town to town, cave to cave, seeking thrills and adventure. From days of slaying Draugr and bandits, to nights of feasting and womanizing in the local taverns, I was unstoppable.
Sounds like you were wild.
Maybe, but there was a freedom to it that was too difficult to resist. From the Ratway to the throat of the world, I lived like a king, feasted and drank as if it were my last meal, and fought like Iskramor himself. Nothing could compare to the nervous thrill in the pit of my stomach right before battle. I fought for gold, for love, even for entire holds.
What changed?
The same thing that changes anyone. Love. I met my wife while working in Whiterun Hold. A group of rogue students from the college had set themselves up nearby to attack travelers. While they no doubt needed food and supplies as any of us, it soon progressed from stealing to outright massacring everyone in their way. I'd been hired by a group of local farmers, led by two patriarchs, to track the mages and put an end to the attacks.
How did you find them?
The sites had already been cleared by the guards, and anyone I talked to in town were either scared stiff or didn't know anything. I heard that another warrior was also on their path, a fierce, red-headed Nord woman, and I welcomed the challenge. There was nothing wrong with some competition, after all, especially with a warrior of equal skill. However, the winter rains had set in, and as any hunter can tell you, this only made finding my targets more difficult. For days I searched the region, but there was no sign. Tired and annoyed, with days since my last fight, I made the journey back to Dragon's Reach.
What happened next?
As I was making my way back, I crossed paths with the merchant near the western watchtower. The rains were relentless as Kain's wrath fell from the heavens, and the merchant was huddled in furs, with an old horse in tow. With barely a hint of sunset poking through the gloom and rain, I walked over and asked them if they needed help back to the city. The woman smiled at me and threw back her hood, red hair and a twinkle in her eye. Before I could even respond, a lightning bolt came crackling through the rain, and she threw herself forwards, knocking both of us to the ground. The mages had sneaked up on us, and I cursed myself for not being more aware, outclassed by my rival no less.
How did you get out of it?
The rain was endless and difficult to see in, but it was as much of an advantage to us as it was the attackers. I remember pushing myself up from the soil to see one of the mages come running up, a dagger in one hand and a fire spell in the other. As quickly as I could, I unsheathed my weapon, rolled to the side, and brought it up in a swing, putting all my might behind it. The mage crumpled to the ground, and I leapt toward another of them, tearing through their barrier and running my blade through their chest. My friend was being attacked by two mages, but fought them off with a sword and a makeshift shield formed from a section of the cart. I went to help her, only to find another 3 mages moving towards me. Clearly, they thought to overwhelm us with numbers. Born and raised a warrior, eh? I never thought to use spells myself, other than some rudimentary healing magic. My greatsword was practically my best friend, and it saved my life here, as well as many more times.
I've yet to find my best friend in a sword. Hopefully I do find one. So you fought them off?
Aye, but not without ending up with scars of our own. The rain continued to pour down, and the Whiterun plains were too open to try for any strategy. The woman and I ended up back to back, the group of mages almost having exhausted their magical reserves. At last, we found an opening and finished the rest of them off. By that point, our clothes had been soaked with rain and blood, and we were both tired. We agreed to wait till morning and sought refuge in the watchtower, still abandoned back then. The fire pit was serviceable, and some old furs and hay were enough to form a place to rest. There was only room for one of us, but we found a way to make it work, and it kept the two of us warm until the rain passed.
You.
Next morning, we returned to Dragon's Reach and told those farmers that the job was done. I was already taken with her by then, and we agreed to split the gold equally. After living a free life on the path, I wanted to be with her. I couldn't contain myself. By the city gate, I told her how I felt in one nervous outpour. I must have looked like a fool. She just stood there, watching me as she listened intently. When I was finished acting like a boy with his first crush, she smiled softly. To my surprise, she leapt forward into a hug and kissed me on the cheek. Love. True, God's damned love.
Sounds like quite the couple.
From that moment onwards, I gave up the womanizing and we lived a life on the road together. I was a warrior in my prime, and had the love of my life to match. I couldn't have asked for a greater gift than her. We were an odd sight, two warriors working together. Most of the time, it's easier for adventurers to go their own way, but we didn't mind it. She was so beautiful, I can't even begin to describe it, and she showed me there was so much more to life. Two young warriors, fierce and in love. For years, we took work across Skyrim, even further on occasion, and lived however we liked. Most of all, we were together. But those days can't last forever.
What happened?
After being married under the eyes of Mara, we agreed to settle down and move to a small farm on the outskirts of Shore Stone. By then, she was with child, and we couldn't risk any more fights. We hung up our weapons on the wall and started a new life together. I wanted to be with her no matter what, but it wasn't that easy. You seem like the adventuring sort, so perhaps you can sympathize. All my life had been spent in battle, and there I was, a mountain of a man that didn't know one end of a hoe from the other. I was no farmer. I was built for war, not milking cows. Winter came and went, and she gave birth to a baby boy, my son.
You must have been overjoyed.
I thought he was pathetic. All the mewling like an animal. He would cry all night, or otherwise sit gurgling on the floor, babbling in the way that children do. Soon's breath. What on earth was I supposed to do with him? I didn't know how to be a father. I tried. I really did. But all it did was make my wife's day more difficult. She had a way with children, as if she'd been destined to be a mother.
Sounds like you didn't give them a chance. Your new life, a chance.
And then, well, then it all comes back to the Great War. After years of living as an adventurer on the road, I decided to enlist with the Legion. Even if I couldn't help our home, I could, at the very least, help protect my wife and son. Battle was in my blood, and it would be good to get back in the field, or so I thought. Great might be in its name, but I witnessed unimaginable cruelty, and no one walked away from it without scars. When I returned, my boy was almost 2 winters old. It was strange, really, when time passes and stands still. My wife had pleaded with me not to go, not to throw away everything we'd built together, but she was relieved to see that I was still alive.
Was it difficult for you after you returned home?
Of course, but what I had seen in the war had put all thought of bloodshed from my mind. I was content, at least, to live out my days in peace, even if life on the farm had its hardships. The boy even started to grow on me, and it felt like we were finally a family.
I'm expecting a butt.
Yes. One day, my son must have been 3 or 4 years old by then. I was out with the cows when a group of bandits came riding up. They demanded gold for our protection against any threats before riding off, saying that they'd return in a few days. It was all nonsense, of course, but I had a family to look after, and both my wife's and my own weapons had been gathering dust above the fire.
What did you do?
We talked for a long time and decided that we would pay them, at least for the time being.
Okay.
The farm had set us back quite a lot, but we had spent years building up a small fortune on the road. In hindsight, it was likely word of that fortune that brought those bandits to us in the first place. Gold. What good are septums? True to their word, the bandits came back a few days later. I remember that day. because the afternoon light made the leaves look like they were on fire. But they came in greater force than we were expecting. As I handed the gold to their leader, he knocked it out of my hand and spat in my face. They wanted all of it, or they would kill us.
What happened?
I would have torn him limb from limb right there, but I had a family to look after. I turned and walked slowly towards the house, my wife glaring from the doorway. She was dig on himself whenever she got that look in her eyes and her arms were crossed, but all she did was glare at the bandits.
What is it about mead that appeals to
You didn't give it to them, did you?
I never got the chance. As I moved inside, carefully watching the bandits from the window, one of them had crept up to the side of the house and set it on fire.
Oh no.
When the smell of burnt wood hit us, I reached for our weapons above the fireplace and threw my wife's sword in her direction. They were hoping to burn us and the fortune out in one go. The bastards. A volley of arrows tore into the side of the house, and we threw ourselves down on the ground before crawling out, using the smoke as cover. It had already begun to fill the house, that smell that clings to your throat. But we could still save our home. We just had to move quickly. My wife leapt towards the ones waiting by the horses, while I ran around to the side, near the trees where the others lay in wait. The thrill of battle might be exhilarating, but fighting for your home and loved ones is another thing entirely. It's all-consuming and ruthless.
What happened next?
The bandits were slain, one by one, and the two of us fought in battle, one last time. I managed to save the house, but it was badly damaged, and we were both injured in the fighting. We were safe and alive, and then it hit us. Before the bandits had arrived, my son had been laying down to sleep for his afternoon nap, hoping that whatever happened, he'd be safe. But in that very same wing of the house, where the fire had started, I kicked in the door and found him exactly where he was, lying on the cot I'd carved for him a few weeks earlier. And he wasn't breathing. I could barely contain myself as I took his body in my arms and walked out slowly to where my wife was waiting. I didn't have to say anything. As soon as she saw him, she collapsed to the ground and wept her heart out. It broke me. As much as we loved each other, that was the end of everything. I left my blade behind me, and I have been out here ever since. Pray that you never have to go through such a thing, traveler, for not even the gods can bear it.
I am so sorry, I can't even imagine.
You don't have to say anything. All I need is a warm drink. Gods know it's been cold out there.
Your wife is alive, isn't she? You should go and see her.
No, that ship has long since sailed. Last I heard, she was in the palace at Windhelm, her shield maiden days well behind her. We aren't enemies by any means, but even love can't survive the death of a child. It was for the best that we went our separate ways. I still love her, gods, with all my heart, but what we had was in the past. Now, now, all the two of us have are the memories together.
And throw it in the sea.
Never tell me your son's name, what was it?
His name was Torin. My boy. My son.
Whoa, what a hell of a story that was. Wow, nice. It's very sad. Where did he go? Oh.
Go away. I'm not in the mood for talking.
Okay. Well, I bet he didn't anticipate that when I came in. Apparently there's a clue somewhere, and I'm not too sure where I'm seeing it. Investigate the inn for clues. Clue somewhere. Might be above me. Poor guy. Oh, that was one. That was an intriguing story. That was.
This inn looks adequate.
I don't know what it's pointing to right now, so I'm gonna just leave. I'll investigate that another time. Right, we got massively distracted. What was I doing to do? Investigate? What does it mean, investigate? For what clues? Investigate the weekend Steve. I am very intrigued about this quest now because I like investigating. It's clearly somewhere in here.
Divines
Welcome to the
bless you.
Winking Skeever,
May the
friend.
ground you walk quake as you pass.
Remember the Winking Skeever next time you're footsore. I've only been a part of the Red Wave's crew for a few weeks, but I've already learned to stay out of Captain Safia's way.
My father was all the
Farewell.
family I ever had. I felt so lost when he died. But the crew of the Red Wave's my family now.
Don't suppose I can get to a point of not being detected, can I? No. That's annoying. Oh well, we'll find a way. Let's have a look, see. So we need to investigate the inn, but we can't do that. And we search the body down there. Whew. That's where the drum is. That's where the... Oh, this is kind of scattered around, isn't it? Oh yeah, we need to do that, don't we? Hobbs Cave. We've got quite a few things to do. I might head to Windhelm, because that story kind of intrigued me, so... Maybe we can get him to reunite. I probably should have clicked the first option saying it was an honor and thanks instead of making him remember that. Let's get on a carriage to Windhelm.
Need something?
Yes. Are you interested in me?
Where do you want to go?
Is it East March? Right?
Going straight through, or did you want to stop somewhere? Climb and back, and we'll be off.
So she might work in a palace then.
You'll find Windhelm's full of dark elves. The kind from Morrowind, you know. Not that I have anything against them, long as they keep to themselves.
Da, 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 da. Wait, I can hear a bear. I do wonder if she is there. I don't know her name though. But I think she has red hair, or she might be old and have grey hair now. We'll see.
I've never known a less friendly city than Windhelm. Let's not stay.
Well, we don't have to stay. I just want to investigate something. Maybe you can reunite those two. I just feel bad for letting him tell me, get him to tell me a story. I mean, he could have told anything.
I've been a bit out of sorts since our daughter was taken from us. Good day.
Sorry to hear about that. Does she work at the palace then?
Balgruuf won't
give us a straight answer.
He's a true Nord. He'll come around.
Don't be so sure of that.
God, it's dark in here.
Intercepted couriers from Solitude. The Empire's putting a great deal of pressure on Whiterun.
And what would you have me do?
I wonder
If he's
would
not
like
with
another
us,
sweater this
he's
year.
against us.
He did so adore the
He
one I
knows
made
that.
him last time.
They all know that.
Hello.
Don't worry about the smell. It will go away in time.
You think I need to send Boris?
Greetings.
Oh, hello, dearie. You must be a new recruit, or why are you looking for Helm?
Taking his city.
I was exploring. I didn't mean to intrude.
Nonsense. You're very welcome here so long as you stay out of trouble. There's some hot food by the fire to fill your belly, and a warm bed with furs if you're looking to rest your eyes. Come and find me, should you need anything else.
What do you do here anyway?
Many things, dearie. Many things indeed. Whether it's patching up a wound, helping with the cooking, or cracking some skulls. Nothing needs to be done, really. But the city will fall into the sea without my help, and gods know your and Sivnar can't do it all by themselves, now can they? Any time of the day, be it a blizzard or battle, I'll be there.
Soldiers win wars. But where to
Yeah.
put them
So you're the matriarch of Windhelm.
If you like. But I'm just here doing what I can, same as any of us. Some of our boys and girls have lost families in this war. Brothers and sisters, daughters and sons, mothers and fathers. I would never stop them from pursuing the life they choose to live. But if I can help them in the path in any way, keep them alive when a stray arrow might have been their end, then you can be damn sure that I'll do everything I can for them.
Yes, but why?
You say that.
If not for me, what then?
For what it's worth, thank you for doing what you do.
Oh, you're going to make me tear up saying things like that. I may not have given birth to any of you, but I love you boys and girls as if you were my own. That doesn't mean I won't knock you out into shape or help you sober up after a long night. But you will always be welcome here.
I should get
Of course, dearie. Thank you for stopping to talk with me. It means a lot. Now, however, I'd best get back to work. See you again soon.
Criminals for wanting to rule themselves. I fight so that all the fighting I've already done hasn't been for nothing. I fight.
Take some furs and a bowl of stew with you on the way out. There's always room for more.
I think that might be. That certainly seems the age of.
Boys don't pull their heads in. Windhelm won't be able to stand that.
Spent my life serving Talos. I don't plan to stop now, no matter what the Empire says.
I have questions to ask.
I'm no expert, but fire away. See what I can do.
What do you do here?
Yeah, if I'm being honest, not much. And that's fine with me.
May Talos shield you from all harm.
Wait, is this? It sounds like Vic from Cyberpunk.
Well, yeah.
You don't sound too sure.
Don't have much choice. You get to a certain age, you drop all your illusions. Life just gets easier from there.
That isn't it?
Wow. Won't even know whose is whose.
Mind giving me some advice before that happened?
Make your best friends among the fighters who knock you out cold.
Guess I'll start looking then.
Go on. Show them what you're made of.
That's gotta be ripped from Cyberpunk.
By any time.
I'm pretty sure it is. Well, it's nice that we met her, I guess. She seems to be doing alright, but the other guy doesn't seem to be doing very well. Or he's kind of just wandering and done, really. Who's that? Call me a Stonefist. Considering this is my ancestral home, it's a bit of a... quite hostile to everything. Oh. You bigging up? Ooh. And the game pooped itself. So we'll call it an episode here. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.